On using Datawrapper to bring some data into the interface and having a look at it. I chose bond information from the City of San Antonio website. It's from 2017. It's available as a table, and this is a simple way that we can use to look at council districts and how much of that bond revenue has been spent and on what. So we come here to the project folder. We start with new, drop down, and make a map. We're going to look at a symbol map because the file that we're dealing with is point file. So we'll click that. The first thing we're going to do is upload our council districts. So I have already gone to the City of San Antonio website and gotten that council district file. It is the most recent set of council districts, so that comes in as a GeoJSON, and there it is. That looks good. We'll proceed to step 2, where we add the data. Now again, I've already taken the file from the City of San Antonio website and I've added latitude and longitude onto the table, but in this demo we can pretend that we found the data this way. We have a CSV, we bring it in. Datawrapper will do most of the work. It'll match what we need. However, you'll see that there's this red hazard triangle here that indicates that the symbols are invalid. Now, that can be corrected. What it's doing is looking at the first set of columns that it sees and identifying them as latitude and longitude. That's because a lot of the data that we find from Texas is in a format that's local to Texas and not in the same format that Datawrapper uses, which is using a three-dimensional latitude and longitude set of coordinates. I've put those into the table. So we come over here and the column that's marked longitude, you click the 3 little dots, use column for LON, 3 little dots, use column for LAT. Datawrapper is telling us that looks good. We move on to our visualization. Let's just open up the map a little bit here. What we have are bond projects, but they're not being sized by anything. This will look at the data. Let's say we want to look at projects as total expenditures. So we would select that. Datawrapper will do the work of making the circle bigger for the total number of dollars that have already been spent. That shape can be spikes, arrows would not be appropriate in this case, but with the districts and the data in place, you can get a sense of where a lot of the bond revenue is going into projects in the city and whose district. This is not an ideal tool for data analysis, but it is a good place to take the data that you have and put it into a format where people can look at it. It doesn't necessarily have to be published on the web. You can use it as an internal tool. You click Publish Now, and within a moment you'll have a link that you can share and discuss and edit this table in this map in any way that you see fit. There you go.